Sarah Spivey, thank you so much. Well, research from realtor.com shows houses in San Antonio are up 12.2% year over year. That means homes on average in our area, they are more than 12% more expensive now than they were this time last year. We are seeing a real estate boom across the country and across the Alamo City.
So joining us in today's Leading SA segment is San Antonio Keller Williams realtor Danny Charbel. Good morning, Danny. Thank you so much for taking your time and joining us.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having me on.
So, Danny, from your perspective, how has the San Antonio housing market changed over the last 18 months and why?
Well, normally we see San Antonio being a little bit insulated from effects and trends around the country. That was definitely not the case with this pandemic as it came through. Now, when interest rates dropped to nearly zero, the whole country went into a flurry, and San Antonio is not an exception to that rule. Whether it was first-time purchases or people buying up, buying down, downsizing, moving in or out of urban, suburban areas, we saw a ton of activity that was jazzed by those high interest rates or low interest rates. Sorry.
So, Danny, what are the specific parts of town that you're seeing an influx of buyers? In other words, what areas are hot right now? Is it inside 410? Is it those neighborhoods outside of 1604?
Yeah, great question. So it's not so much each area that's getting a lot of attention. It's what market segment is looking at those areas, right? So we're seeing a lot of 20-somethings and 30-somethings looking to either get deep into the city core or starting to look at, school districts, planning for their future, that kind of thing, moving into older homes, rehabbing them, making them look the way they want them to look. The pandemic really has stoked the fire of people looking inward and deciding on what they really want from a house and what things they need to have in order to be prepared for the next big thing, right? We are seeing also those folks who are downsizing, making an interesting move. A lot of folks selling their houses, the family home or whatever it may be, and moving into condos or townhomes on smaller lot sizes, lower maintenance, something that's a little bit newer perhaps, so that they can lock and leave, as we say, to go on vacations or go spend time with grandchildren and things along those lines. So it's not so much which areas are getting lots of activity, but which market segments we're seeing focusing on different parts of town.
So it is more than San Antonio, right? I mean, we're seeing New Braunfels, Bernie, Castroville grow faster and faster and get more expensive. Now, why do you think that is?
Yeah, we're seeing remarkable growth on the outlying areas. And that part of that is folks coming in from other states, other locales, and saying, hey, I want that Texas experience. I want to get away from it all. I want to have a little bit of elbow room. People coming in from the coastlines are saying, can I get away from my neighbors? Can I have a little bit of space, right? And so not a very Texan quality, but anyway, they're coming in and trying to buy something a little bit larger, half an acre, 3/4 or larger, and buying up those areas. And of course, as we know, as demand goes up, that supply goes down, prices are going to rise in response to that action. So we're also seeing an interesting change in folks who live in the city, getting a little bit tired of that activity. And moving out to those areas. We saw a lot of that kind of reactionary selling and buying once the pandemic really took hold.
People just wanted some space. Well, the market seems like it's booming right now. So do you anticipate a slowdown or even a crash anytime soon?
Yeah, it's a great question. So we do normally expect to see kind of a slowdown this time of year, right? Halloween kind of starts that trend. Thanksgiving is no exception. And then the holidays across various cultures and religions throughout the December and January timelines. We're seeing a lot of, we normally see a lot of slowdown at that time. Now, is it going to stop? No. We're expecting, at least speculation says, that this kind of activity and this kind of fervor for home buying is going to continue through at least the second quarter of next year, if not third quarter of next year. And that's all going to be solidified by interest rates. As long as interest rates stay very, very low, you're going to see that kind of activity in the buying sector. And then, of course, folks are selling because they can get a lot of money for their houses. And I'm not mad at them for that. Go ahead and cash in on that investment, right? Make your money back and go and find something else to invest in at a lower interest rate. So we do expect to see this happening. We don't expect to see a crash here in San Antonio. Speculation right now is saying that we will probably plateau in terms of values and prices, but the activity, the level of activity should stay pretty high, at least through the second or third quarter next year.
Real quick, Danny, we got to go. But I need to know, are we going to turn into something like Austin in the future, in the near future?
In the near future, probably not. So San Antonio is double the size of Austin, roughly. And the good news, that's the good news for us, is we have the space to spread. Austin is landlocked. They don't have the ability to build more supply to stave off the demand. And so we can do that. And we are doing that. You're seeing a big push outside city limits and into the reach of the county. And so that will help us kind of maintain affordability for the foreseeable future. Will that change? Yeah, eventually. But for right now, I think we're safe.
Thank you, Danny, so much.
Danny, thank you so much for your time this morning. For the extra question, anyone who missed any part of this interview, we have the whole thing posted, ksat.com.